got everything, I got everything.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are all having a happy Friday. Hopping on here and I'm all oiled up. Even though this is an overnight oil, I'm going to be using it day and night. I'm really enjoying it. So I'm going to let that soak in. Even though I went to bed late last night, I'm still up pretty early. I'm excited that it's Friday, excited that Raina will be over when she gets off work. Y'all know what time it is. So now we just shake her up and enjoy. Alexa, stop. I have been doing a lot around the house. I put the dishes away. I have my sheets in the wash, ready to make my bed and put them back on. I got ready for the day. Raina's gonna be getting off work, and I found out that she doesn't have to work again for the weekend. So we have another full weekend together, and excited to see what adventures that we take you guys on with us.
What's up, everybody? It's Friday. I'm off of work. It's time to enjoy the weekend.
We are together now.
Hey, guys.
We had pizza for dinner. We've had a fun Friday night so far. And, and now what are we doing?
Making, what are these called?
Peanut butter blossom cookies. It's like, we'll show you guys. And they have like the Hershey Kiss in the middle. So we whipped these up pretty fast. So we didn't vlog any of the making of the peanut butter. But we've got a pretty good system. Raina rolls them into balls. I roll them in sugar. This is the final product. We're having some twisted tea. Cheers, y'all. Friday night. We are having a dusting party, y'all. We're drinking some twisted tea. So now we just want to share with you guys our story. We told you guys yesterday on our vlog we were going to share it. Tomorrow we're going to share girlfriend tag and answer some questions. So today we figured it'd be best to tell you guys our story from the beginning.
So we started in 2014.
We started what?
DMing each other. I guess you could put it that way. I think we had a lot of mutual friends on like social media. And I think it started on Snapchat. I think we were friends on Snapchat for like a good while. And then I broke up with my ex-girlfriend. At the time. And I think Sarah slid in my DMs first.
Yeah, I think that was how it went down.
Yeah, so Sarah
and
slid
then we
in
had
first.
a huge group of friends that just kind of all became friends. And it was all
actually
started kind of because of us.
So basically, and mind you, they were all lesbians, but like 2 people. No, 4.
Right, yeah. There was like a couple of...
Yeah, 2 a couple. So... And then the rest were, like, all lesbians, so you can imagine how that is. It was, like, a very drama-filled friend group, I will say.
Yeah, it was a squad, but basically we just would party and drink and whatever, every single chance we could, basically.
During the week, on
and
weekends.
Yeah, it was basically, honestly, looking back, such a huge time waster. I, actually... we were really off and on because Raina had just gotten out of a relationship and nothing really serious was happening. So I actually ended up just separating myself from the friend group. I realized that it was toxic and I had already started my business. I joined my business. I'd been with the company for only a few months. I realized that in order for me to go where I wanted to go, I had to cut some chains loose. So I stopped hanging out with that friend group. They were a little mad about that. And this was in about January of 2015. But by June of 2015, I was able to leave my job and become my own boss. So
I moved to Vegas for like a couple months.
Around that same time, June of 2015, because we were talking on FaceTime.
Yeah.
When you were in Vegas.
So we were connected whenever I moved in Vegas, and then I moved back, and then we stopped talking when I moved back for some stupid reason. Started welding school, and then actually like we decided to like try to give ourselves like a try in January of 2016, but we found out that we weren't ready to get serious. We split that up and then, you know, did our thing for like the next couple of months. And summer of 2016, we reconnected, we started hanging out again, and we talked all our differences out. And
Raina had actually just gotten out of
rehab, so I had a bit of a drug problem back in the day.
That probably had a lot to do with some of our issues.
Which was why we would never be able to get serious before we got together this time around. Decided to talk our differences out. It took us a little bit to talk things out and really get serious about us. So middle of July actually is whenever we started talking again. And then we officially started dating in August 4th. And then up and downs, especially, you know.
I definitely think in the beginning we had a lot more up and downs. I think now it's totally normal, and we are very steady. Really can work together.
Yeah, so I mean it's about compromise and talking things out. But
yeah, we've gotten a lot better. Whereas when we were younger, we would just be super stubborn and just
not
be
talk.
done. Yeah, be done. Block each other. Be done talking.
And it'd be so dramatic because we would just we would start talking and then we'd fight over like something little, and then we'd be like whatever.
We're done.
We'd block each other's number, unfollow, and block each other on social media. It's really dramatic.
Yeah, and this that we've been dating, because it's been about 1.5 years now. We've both grown a lot, because in the beginning, Raina, she was just working her job and whatnot, and we didn't work together in my business, so Raina didn't really understand everything that was on my plate and everything that I had to do and how serious it was. And now she understands a lot more being part of the business and us doing it together, and she's grown a lot as well, because she used to spend a lot of her free time differently than she does now. So now she understands why back in the day I used to watch Netflix for hours, and now I literally haven't even watched a full hour of Netflix in years, which I'm working on that, because you gotta have self-care and time for yourself.
We work the business together, and we know when to talk to each other about the business. We know when to take time away and spend time together and quality time and take adventures. We're all about traveling now, which I was never going to be able to do back in the day. So this February, we're actually taking a trip to DC. And then in June, we're going to Orlando and going to Disney together for the first time. I plan to move to California this year. So I plan to move out of my parents' house when I was 23. That was my plan before me and Sarah got together, so I plan to make that happen. I'm 23 this year. So it's about time that I move out of my parents' house. So I hope you guys enjoyed our story.
Our crazy story.
Crazy love story.
Change it for the world. Excited for the next adventure, though.
We're going to keep writing it. We're off to bed. We're watching Desperate Housewives, one of our favorite series.
We're watching it back over again, so excited. Bless you.
A wild Friday night. We had a chill night with some pizza, twisted teas, Desperate Housewives. So now off to bed, and we'll be back at y'all tomorrow. Night, guys.